Hey guys, hope you like my previous videos. They were short, but I guess somewhat insightful. So I have this drill. This drill was very special to me. I did a lot of work with this. I'm talking about years and years. It obviously ended up being less and less strong with all the new models and voltages and all that stuff. So had a little accident with this a while back. I kept it to make, kind of a scrapping video and an homage to it. So what happened is I was doing some work up high. It fell. It broke. I taped it up a little bit. It kept on working. I guess I could have kept it, but I decided to sell the charger and the batteries I had with it and got myself one of these guys here for the price of the battery and the charger I sold. So that ended up being good. It was an upgrade, a lot lighter and a lot more handy for the stuff I was doing. So this was quite bulky and heavy. So decided why not make a video, see what's in one of these guys. I checked on eBay and some of these parts are sellable, I guess. Not specifically for this model, but I've seen other newer ones on there, the internals selling. I might take a look at it again to see if it's worth it, but I'm probably not. Who would want to fix an old 12-volt drill? So I'm going to use my new drill to take apart the old drill. Let's see how this goes. See what we find in one of these. Screws there. There's one up here. I think that did it. There you go. So a nice little motor in there. Actually, quite heavy. Obviously, we got some wiring. So copper bearing motor. Some aluminum for sure over here. Some cables. Might be a little bit of value. Scrap wise, I mean. And like I said, I'd sell this stuff on eBay. I'll definitely check it out, and if it's worth it, I'll post it in the description. But I really doubt it. So we got this guy over here, which I'm 99.9% certain is aluminum. It is, so nice piece of aluminum there. A couple more screws over here. Let's open this part where the battery goes in. See what other goodies are in here. Yeah, it's been over a year I've had this just sitting around, and with all the craziness happening in the world and being stuck at home, I was like, why not make some videos? There you go. So, a bunch of broken plastic. Little switch, some grease. Let's cut this all up. Get rid of this electrical tape. So we definitely got some wires here. So we got some aluminum, we got some wires. And I got this drill about a decade ago at an auction for $7 without a battery or a charger. I ended up going onto eBay, bought them, and then I resold them. Bought myself what I showed you, which does a pretty good job. Let's see what's in this little switch. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see if we can open this up. Having a little trouble here. There you go. So it's pretty much a little bit more wiring. Oh, there's a little board, a little green board in there. With a monolithic capacitor, at least one. So there's something interesting in here. Nothing too interesting. Ooh, I found some gold. That's always interesting. Look at that. Little board with some monolithic capacitors. And some nice, so actually nice gold. I was not expecting that. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, there's this switch. There's nothing else in it. It's a bunch of plastic. So got some wire, a little bit of wire. Let's see. There you go. There you go. A little bit of wire. Oh, yeah. Some gold, couple of monolithic capacitors, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Might be a green board also. Nope, there was an IC chip, also a tiny one that I broke off. Let's put that in my IC chip pile. So let's see, what else do we got? What do we have here? So got a nice motor here. There's some screws here we can open up. Let's see what's in here. Once we open it up, I'm guessing we'll see some of the copper and stuff, maybe, possibly. There you go. There you go. All the nice fun gears and all the grease. All the years of use and dirt and the wear and tear. That's pretty cool. So we got a hunk of steel, I guess. Go. And then we got the other side, which is the motor. Oh, I think it fell out there. I'm not sure how you'd get into that. I guess you'd have to hammer it out to open it to see what's inside, but definitely some copper in there. I almost fell again. Keep on hitting the camera. Sorry, guys. So there you go. Got that part out. And I think this is going to allow us to get right into the motor. Or not. I don't think I'll be able to get into this motor. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You have some brass tips here. You can take those off if you guys are into collecting brass. So we have a nice motor here, copper bearing motor. Got a small board in here. Let's see if it's fully green board or mix. I'm guessing it's a green board, some sort, tiny green board. Might be glued on, so might not be easy to remove. Yeah, there you go. I got it. The screwdriver, I should be able to. There you go. Let's see what the other side looks like. So it's nothing really special. So I guess you can put it as a green board, but the weight is so minimal. So like I said, copper bearing motor, got some steel, got some wiring, got some gold, some monolithic capacitors if you're into that stuff. That's pretty much about it. So I'm gonna, oh yeah, don't forget the aluminum. There's a little bit of aluminum in there too. So I'm gonna be weighing this stuff in a second and giving you guys a price on what all this might be worth. Alright, so we got this guy here, this hunk of aluminum, which doesn't have much weight to it, less than an ounce. So we're talking about a couple of pennies for this. Obviously this green board is probably not going to give any weight, so put this in your gold recovery if you want. And we have the copper bearing motor, which I usually get about 20 cents a pound, so that's a good 15-ish cents right there at 10 ounces, or almost 10 ounces. So we're up to like 12 or so cents. Let's see here, we got some wire, which I'm assuming is not gonna be much either. So again, less than an ounce, so a couple of more pennies there. I'm not even sure if it's a couple of pennies. Then we got all the steel stuff. Put it all little bits in there. Everything counts, screws, everything. I usually don't bother with anything that's metal. Or not metal, I should say, steel. I don't have the space to like hold on to it, so I just pass it on to the next scrapper. So we got about 3 ounces there. So a really good estimate would be about, oh, we forgot this. There you go, we got to a pound, so that's about 10 cents of steel. So we're talking about 30 cents worth of scrap here, but it was fun seeing the insides of a drill. So this stuff here, I'm gonna keep it for my fellow scrappers that come by here once in a while. Who collects steel. Grab this wire stuff, put it in my wire box. Put this guy with the aluminum, which I have a lot of, with all my fans and other copper bearing motors. And that's about it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm hoping to come out with a bunch more in the coming weeks, since we're kind of stuck here at home. I still have some work stuff to do, but not as much as before, so I'll be making videos and posting them. So hopefully you enjoy them. If you guys have any suggestions, I'm all ears. Comment, like, subscribe. Everyone's welcome to comment. So see you guys soon. Hey guys, so here's another thing I've been kind of hoarding to make a video about. It's one of these battery backups. Had it in the box. I was thinking of maybe changing the batteries because the batteries are dead on it. I was thinking maybe, you know, change the batteries or keep it or something, but I don't think it's worth it. I think the batteries are like expensive for this model. It wasn't worth it. I've done it with other models, but not really worth it for this one. So let's see what this looks like and see if you should scrap it or chuck it. Or I should say if you should scrap it whole or take it apart for more scrap value. So that paper stuff is not really worth anything. So this, other than scrap value, could be useful for personal use, fixing a plug, you know, splicing it up and everything, making a repair. This could be useful, or someone might even want to buy something like this on eBay. Never really checked. I've always thought about checking, but I haven't. But let's go with scrap value on this. So let's see. Let's open this battery back. Plastic cover. So right away you see there's no battery. That probably would have had the most value in all of this. Unfortunately, there's none. Get a screwdriver here. Well, I don't think there's going to be much in here without the batteries. I know my scrapyard treats these batteries kind of like car batteries. So I would have gotten about, I forget what they give. I think a car battery is like 10 bucks. So probably would have gotten like $2-3 for the battery in here as scrap value. But since it's not in there, I'm not going to get anything. So keep that in mind. Maybe your scrapyard also pays some decent money. So let's pull the plugs out there. Pull the plug out here. So plastic garbage. So we have this nice little, I guess, in scrapping would be a copper bearing motor. Some people might think it's useful to take this apart, get the copper. I've done that in the past. Not too easy to do, and if you don't get it well enough with a hammer, you know, kind of loosen things up the first shot, it's kind of time consuming So you have this, which is very heavy. This feels like at least 2-3 pounds right here, so this is gonna be pretty good. Let's see what else we have here. We got some screws here, some cables. I think this is, I might be completely wrong, I'd have to see, but some kind of brass, so that's pretty good. We got the little button switch thing here. There might be silver in here, so open it up, see what's in there. Quite a bit of cable from what I see, which is good. Another copper bearing motor here, or at least what we scrappers would consider copper bearing motor. And we got a nice little green board here, nothing special on it, some capacitors and whatnot. So nice simple video here. Get these things out of here too, some more brass, cables, and some plastic. So stay tuned. I'm going to put the prices of all of this once I have it all sorted out at the end of my video, and also in the description possibly, but most for sure 100% at the end of my video. So this was pretty quick, pretty short. 5 screws, not a lot of work. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be good value for scrapping. So hopefully I'll have another video shortly. Like, I'm really hoping to be able to do quite a bit in the next few days, some stuff I've been kind of hoarding and everything, so hopefully I can get another video out soon. Talk to you guys soon. Hey everyone, long time I haven't made a video. Hopefully I'll be making a few of them back to back here, instead of having a few months in between my videos. So this is something I've been wanting to do. I've had this ACN video phone thingamajigger. I've had it for a while. I actually bought it to fiddle around with it, but never got around to it, and I thought, hey, why not make a video about making money with ACN here by scrapping. Obviously it's a little joke there, since a lot of people say you can't make money with ACN. For some people I agree, but for others they make money. Hey, I even did ACN a long time ago and made a little bit of money. Just didn't have the time to continue with it with all my projects. So I've had this for maybe 4 years. Things like brand new sheets and everything on here, boxes, little ACN digital phone service thingy, power supply, cable, everything here. So let's take this apart and see if we can make money with ACN. Should be interesting to see what one of these video phones are worth in scrap. That box on the side. So we definitely have cables, which are always quite valuable. Obviously for the people who do the gold, don't forget these little tips. I know Board Sort pays for these little connectors. I think they're down to like 60 cents now. So cut these little bits, keep the wire. These I don't bother opening. or anything. I just sell them as miscellaneous wire. I usually don't have a problem with that with my guys at the scrapyard. My little clippers. Clippers are right here. Clip the phone. Let's see what's in one of these phones. Let's see if we can pry it open, or is it a difficult process and we'll have to use the hammer. Nope. Ooh, just pops out. So we have this little, I guess, weight. So we got some steel, and all that's in here is some more wire and a small speaker. At one point I used to collect the speakers and sell them separately. I haven't done that in a while. Don't think it's worth it anymore, but for some it might be. Collect these. I used to do it with computers and everything, computer speakers and everything. Used to keep these. So we have a bunch of scrap plastic. That's gonna go in the trash. Let's see, what else do we have here. Now let's open this bad boy up. Doesn't seem too difficult to open these up. A few screws from the looks of it. Should be simple enough. Almost there. I'm guessing there's going to be a motherboard of some sort in here. So it might be worth the value of a peripheral board or something. I guess it's kind of like a router because it has like the LAN WAN connectors and everything. So yeah, just like I said. So we got this little peripheral board. At least I'm assuming BoardSword gives that much for this. I guess it could be considered a telecom board, but I doubt it. So looking here, so for the gold people, some gold in here, definitely gold in there, in here, little USB port, always gold in here. These connectors, from the looks of it, you can't really see them because they're small, but there's gold in here. Obviously we have the monolithic capacitors. There's plenty of them on here for people who collect them. The IC chips and whatnot. So pretty simple board. I'm probably just gonna give it to BoardSword as is, because don't have too much time for stripping things apart. Well, there you go, nice little board. Some big monolithic capacitors on the back. This one has a lot of monolithic capacitors. So people collect them, should be happy with this. Got that. Some steel here. Plastic scrap. I have another little speaker for people who buy and resell the speakers. Another little one here. Connector. Got that little speaker thing. Some wires, ribbons. So we have some more screws in here. I see there's another little board there. It's right in here. This is where all the keypad is. So there's another little board there. Maybe some silver or something for the people who collect the keyboard. What are they called? The keyboard thingamabob forget what they're called. But, maybe there's one of those in there too. Alright, so from the looks of it, nothing too special. Board-wise. There you go. So, well, yeah, so there is some nice gold here on every button or pressy thingy. So this is a nice little board, probably a peripheral, great for people who want to process or extract the gold, you know, cut them up in the strips and plug them into your acid or whatever process you use. And there's just a little membrane thing and some plastic. Throw that out. Wires or ribbons aren't anything special. Sometimes they have gold on the tips, but this one does not have any gold, so throw it in the miscellaneous wire pile. Some more wire here. So let's get to the screen. The screen, I'm going to try to be careful with the screen because this screen might work with other products other than these phones, so I'm going to be careful with it. And I'm probably going to sell it on eBay, hopefully, if it has any value. I know some of these screens I've seen on some computer or printers. You have like the scanner screen thing, and because it works on this other little I guess display thing, for the printer it's worth like $50, 75, and for the other digital monitor screen there, I think it's from a POS system, it's worth 300. So maybe for the phone this isn't worth much, but maybe on something else it's worth quite a bit. So unscrew this and I'll check it out, see what it is. This thing's brand new with the little screen thing and everything. You can definitely sell it as brand new. You know, take out the ribbon here, whatever. There you go, that's the part number, which I'm going to check, or at least possibly one of the part numbers. I'm definitely going to check. This might be worth quite a bit. Once I find out, I'll put it in the notes or whatever under my video and tell you guys how much it's worth. There's also this little video camera thing here. Let's open this guy up. See what it's worth. Garbage. Got this little board here for the video camera, and it's all gold trim over here. Monolithic capacitors. One of these, I forget what these little capacitors are called. There's gold all around it. Gold within the connector here, so good for you gold collectors, extractors. So that's pretty much it for that phone. So we got a little bit of cable, some peripheral boards. You know, this is the nice special thing that might be worth something, and some barely any steel. So I'm gonna do the math on all of this, put the prices at the end of the video, and find out if it's worth to just chuck it in with your scrap metal, take it apart. I'm betting on the taking it apart because it literally took maybe 10 minutes, maybe even less. I don't know how long as this video took. So it didn't take much. So let's see if we can make money with ACN. Talk to you guys soon, and hopefully I'll have another video very soon. Hey everyone. So I have this Cuisinart mixer thingamajigger that I got as a wedding gift. and we never got a gift receipt. We didn't know where it was purchased, and it worked once and never worked again. Never bothered fixing it, but made some money off of it. The first thing I made money off was the cap and the glass holder, or whatever you want to call it. Must have made 60 bucks off of it on eBay. So I know there's a few people that make videos on what to sell on eBay and on Amazon, and if you have a broken mixer or you find one and the glass part and the cap is still good, meaning clean and not broken and scratched up or really used, you can definitely make money off of that. So go to thrift stores too. You can find a crappy old one, and just the glass and the cover might be worth more than what you pay for the whole thing. So this guy, pretty simple. There's not much about it. We have some stainless steel, like you can see here. Let's open this guy up here quickly. I had opened it up not too long ago to see why it wasn't working, but I couldn't figure it out. I'm sure it was just a bad motor, and that's it. Because the controls worked, it showed that it was working, it was spinning, it was counting minutes and whatnot. It just wouldn't spin, except for the 1 or 2 times that it actually did. So this is what the inside looks like. So there's a little green board. I open it up, but I doubt it'd be considered peripheral. You have a nice big motor right here. Not sure if it's worth breaking it apart. There's quite a bit of copper and some wires, and obviously this chunk of metal here. So let's see here. Start undoing some of this. We got some of this wiring. And I'll try to make more videos more often. It was just I had a rough few months there because I had a leak, or a few leaks in my roof, and then I had to redo the bathroom, and that just slowed me down. I would have done all of these videos a long time ago. So take off this piece of chunk of plastic. It doesn't look like it's any special type of plastic. It's not like that ABS plastic I was talking about that's worth anywhere between 10 to 30 cents if you can find someone to take it. I know locally I don't, so I just recycle the plastic. I get quite a bit of ABS plastic because of the stuff I deal in. Unlike others, I don't go around picking up scrap. I just scrap what I have either lying around or when I buy stuff to sell. I deal in quite a bit of electronics. We're talking about laptops, PCs, gaming consoles, all that stuff. So once I either fix it or strip it for parts, the leftover stuff pretty much becomes my scrap. Fortunately, I don't have time to go around picking up stuff, but I know there's quite a bit of people around my area who do that. And on bigger items, I leave them on the curb just because I don't have the space or the time to properly scrap big pieces like water tanks and fridges and all of that, even though it's quite a bit of money. There's actually one guy around here, he's pretty smart actually. with what he does. What he does is, obviously he goes around picking up stuff to scrap, but what he also does when he finds good stuff, sorry about that, I was covering everything. When he finds good stuff, what he does is he keeps it, cleans it up, maybe fix it if it could be fixed. He has big garage sales. So that's something you guys might want to do and think about, because that guy I know makes a killing. One point he had this big aluminum heating vent or metal heating vent, and to buy one of those things new, I'm sure is a few $100s, maybe even more. It's one of those industrial heating, central heating vent things, and I'm sure it's quite expensive. Quite expensive to buy one of those new. And sold it and makes good money. So there you go. So the base of my mixer here, or whatever you want to call it, some stainless steel. You got this nice motor here, and there's quite a bit of aluminum. I just don't know if it's worth taking apart. I usually don't. I'm not good at taking things apart. And that board we were talking about, it's not even a green board. It's a simple brown board with some wires and whatnot. Nothing too special. So I'm gonna weigh all this stuff up and put a price, and you'll see how much I get for all of this at the end of the video. So thanks for watching, and comment, subscribe. If you want to share any information, great. I'm always up for learning new techniques and make scrapping things quicker. And I should have a few videos coming up. I know I have an old school camcorder that I've had for quite a few months. I just haven't had time to scrap it. I have my lot of what do you call them, switches and Wi-Fi stuff, and I have about 10 flat screen PC screens also, or monitors I should say, that I want to scrap and see what we can do with that. So thanks for watching, and talk to you guys soon.